Hey, what up guys, this is View with Ice, the channel that focuses on anime and TV show related content. In today's video, we'll be looking at some of Luffy's most badass moments. Due to One Piece being such a big anime, there will definitely be a lot of badass moments left out. That is why I will be making more videos that relates to this topic. Everyone has their favorite Luffy moments in the show, so feel free to mention yours in the comment section. Also, like and subscribe for more anime and TV show related content. This is definitely something that would not stand out much, but I feel this is something that's still worthy of mentioning when we talk about Luffy's badassness. As Wapol attacks Euroluk's pirate flag, Luffy sees the emotion that this action has brought out in Chopper. Luffy then proceeds to go on top of the castle and secure the flag back on his post after Wapol's cannon attack. What makes Luffy so badass in this scene is his speech, and the fact that Wapol directly attacked him with cannon fire, but Luffy refused to get knocked down or relinquish the flag because the flag stood for something more than Wapol could comprehend. This scene may not be the most badass thing, but since I'm trying to make more of these videos, this is definitely something that should be noticed and should be mentioned. The events leading up to this is mainly due to Luffy being his normal idiot self. As we all know, Luffy is one of the most reckless characters in the story, and he has come close to death on numerous occasions, but this is definitely one of the most badass Luffy near-death moments in the One Piece story. What makes this scene so great is the fact that this was the same platform that former Pirate King Gold D. Roger was executed on. As Roger was being executed, the last thing he did before his death was smile. Luffy did the exact same thing. It is also somewhat a foreshadowing to Luffy's future in a way, and it also shows us how badass and stupid our future Pirate King can be. Nobody ever talks about this because there are a lot of other scenes that most likely overshadows this one. But I feel Luffy's level of badass in this scene just deserves to be mentioned. As we all know, Luffy can withstand an incredible amount of punishment due to his devil fruit powers. Normal blunt attacks does not have any effect on him, but sharp objects are somewhat Luffy's kryptonite. But in this scene right here, Luffy showed us his resolve by channeling Big Sean and E40 by punching Don Krieg right through his iron spiked cloak. This is not something that could be shown in a single scene, but this is something that Luffy and only Luffy has done in the entire One Piece story, and for that, it makes him very badass. Luffy is the only known pirate in the entire One Piece story to survive all three of the world government's biggest sites: Impel Down, Marineford, and Enies Lobby. We have of course seen a character like Shiki the Golden Lion escape Impel Down, but we haven't seen any other character survive all three. This is of course due to Luffy's crazy, stupid, dumb luck, but that doesn't make it less badass or less impressive. This is not only a badass moment for Luffy, this is a badass moment for the entire Strawhat crew, as they all stand up for Nami to fight against the Arlong pirates. Arlong had ruined Nami's life. He killed Nami's mother in front of her and her sister, and he then proceeded to take over her village. Arlong saw Nami's talent for cartography and he used her. Nami and Arlong made a deal. If she could give him 100 million berries, he would then leave the island for good. But Arlong flipped on Nami because he thought that she was too valuable to lose and took all the money she struggled for years to collect. Nami didn't know what to do anymore. She was in a terrible state. And then Luffy showed up. After certain events, Luffy felt that he had to get stronger in order to protect his friends, and he had to stop the adventure on sea to train for 2 years. Before the time skip, the entire Straw Hat crew had to gang up on one pacifister in order to defeat it, and even fighting as a crew, the task still proved very difficult to defeat one. Another pacifister showed up and the crew was already spent. There are certain factors that contribute to the crew being so tired, but it still took everyone to fight, which does not normally occur because the gang tends to split up and fight their respective counterparts. After the 2 years, Luffy returns and showcases us the results of his 2-year training by effortlessly defeating a pacifister by pulling a move out of Saitama's playbook and destroying the android with one punch. In his struggling attempts to save Ace from his execution and the Marines putting up walls in order to keep the pirates at bay, Luffy turns to Jinbei for help. Jinbei proceeds to help Luffy over the walls by launching him, and Luffy lands right in front of the 3 admirals in the most badass way possible. What makes this scene so amazing and badass is just the level of Luffy's audacity and the balls by attracting 3 of the strongest characters in the story head on. Of course, our favorite idiot captain does not succeed because the admirals were way above his level at the time, but this yet again just showcases us Luffy's drive to protect those who are dear to him. After Crocodile almost ended Luffy's career 2 times, our favorite Straw Hat captain comes back for a 3rd. Crocodile was the first warlord Luffy faced, and at the time this was one of Luffy's most challenging battles. It was also the first time in the story that Luffy faced a Logia user. In the beginning, Luffy was dumbfounded by his ability and got wrecked, but after some water had come in contact with Crocodile, Luffy discovered his weakness. Luffy lost that fight but came back a 2nd time with a keg of water in order to fight Crocodile, but he still couldn't best the former warlord. Luffy came back a 3rd time, battered and bruised, with a badass level of 100. Luffy used his own blood as a substitute for water in order to defeat this tyrannical warlord. This is one of the most satisfying scenes in the entire One Piece story. This is also yet again another scene that showcases us the lengths that Luffy would go to in order to help his friends. Anyone who has made it this far into the video is probably thinking, I am crazy for not making this number 1. Do not worry, I love this scene, but I feel the number 1 scene on this list is heavily underrated and is one of Luffy's most badass moments in the entire One Piece story. Yes, it was incredible to see Luffy punch this piece of trash from anime straight back to the manga, but the next one on this list is something monstrous and something people tend to forget about, but it is definitely one of the best. I feel this moment is one of Luffy's most underrated moments and people tend to focus more on action-orientated scenes. There is of course nothing wrong with that, but this scene right here is definitely something that should be talked about more. Luffy, in search for a doctor to treat Nami, goes to extreme lengths by climbing a mountain during a blizzard, sacrificing his own life and well-being to find a doctor to treat his nakama. What makes this so more epic is the fact that he is not only carrying Nami, but he's also carrying Sanji at the same time, using his teeth as he struggles to get to the peak and find someone to help his friends. This is truly a beautiful scene that shows us the lengths that Luffy would go to in order to help his friends. This scene is also very badass at the same time as it shows us the level of Luffy's determination and strength. I haven't watched this scene in a few years and I actually teared up while watching it. Goosebumps level 1000.